Alright, everybody, what the heck was that? Well, we're back. Oh, yeah, I forgot, since he doesn't climb the ladders, he does that stuff. With the Outer World, Spacer's Choice Edition, we have, another DLC to do that is Peril on Gorgon, I think it is. Peril on Gorgon. And we're gonna go around and talk to the crew about it, because I don't remember what it's about.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, a little bit. You didn't have to get up, though. I think we should part ways. No. Let's talk about the Gorgon job.
If there's one thing you could say about Lucky Montoya, he was always at the center of a story. Guess this is fitting.
You knew Lucky Montoya?
Sure. Like Ada said, he was a big name among freelancers. I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying rounds for everyone and telling a story about one of his jobs. Pretty sure half of it was made up.
Well, why do you say that?
You ever get the feeling someone's just trying too hard?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't. Okay, uh-huh.
I'm gonna ignore that bit of subtext, Captain. There was just something about Montoya I couldn't quite trust. He was always the center of a room, and he slapped a lot of backs to stay there.
I didn't realize the was, kind of sarcasm faced at her. Like, yeah, I know, you do it. So that was, yeah. Anyways, sounds like a nice guy. You think he was all talk?
Yeah. I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. I still like our odds. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever was.
Oh, well, thanks. I feel like sometimes the things that we get to say deserve question marks when they have periods.
Hey, don't get used to it. What's on your mind?
Any idea what happened to Lucky?
From his arm? The decay makes it hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Torn off by something with big teeth, torn off by something with big claws, torn off by someone with a moderately sharp blade. Or maybe he just got too close to heavy machinery.
Alright.
Sure. Something on your mind?
Nope, that's it. Okay, how about you, Felix?
Good to see you, boss.
Thanks. Felix, I think we should part ways. No, I'm just kidding. Got a minute? I want to talk to you about this business on Gorgon.
So we just sat around a table talking about a severed arm. Of all the weird things that happened on this ship, that ranks somewhere in the middle.
What? Nothing happens weird on this ship. Unless maybe I'm just not privy to it. Alright, well, what do you think about this Lucky Montoya guy?
You ever watch The Masked Marketeer?
Felix, you can't answer my question with another question. Sounds familiar.
Episode 5 of The Masked Marketeer. First appearance of a recurring villain. Big ol' galoot, built like one of those industrial-class garbage compressors. His name? Tiny.
Okay, well, we'll let him keep going.
Every adventure serial's gotta have a supporting character with an ironical name. It's a rule of the Genry. Masked Marketeer
genre.
had a massive bruiser named Tiny, and we got ourselves a real unfortunate hullhead named Lucky. Coincidence? I think not.
I think you're into these serials a little too much. I don't know how to tell you this, but we're not in an adventure serial. You seem pretty excited about this job. Yeah, he does. He always seems that way. He doesn't. I don't think he's a bad guy. Just think he could be more. I don't know. I don't want to say like it's real life, pal. Maybe you're onto something. This job feels different somehow. We'll do this one.
Not yet, we're not. We keep picking up jobs like this, and somebody's bound to make a serial about us. We're freelancers. We take any job we can get. But this one? The dying message of a stranger. A severed hand delivered in a crate. Let's just say it beats flying around the colony running errands. So, of course, I'm gonna be excited.
Yeah, I guess he's got a point. Last time we did errands, it was the worst. I've got to hand it to you, Felix. You've got heart. Just try to stay focused. Oh, we'll do the first one.
Hey, I get it. Gotta hand it to me. Severed hand. That's what you were going for, right?
Yeah, totally.
That wasn't what you were going for. Yep, I can tell by the way you're glaring at me.
All right, well, we'll talk about something else.
Yeah, boss?
And we'll talk about... Oh, yes, and we'll talk about nothing else. You know what's next.
Hey, Cap.
Why do you face away from me and do weird stuff? Naoko, you're off the crew. Pack up your stuff, you drunk. Nah, she seems alright on the ship. She's alright. Let's talk about this Gorgon job.
Sure.
How are you feeling about it?
Right now, I'm feeling like a canid following a trail of treats. Like I'm being misled at best. At worst, walking into a trap. Keep those eyes open, Captain.
Huh. Okay, well, that's it.
Hey, Cap.
She's a little skeptical. So we got one kind of in the middle. One, of course, super happy about it. Very skeptical. That's the bathroom. You know what? I bet... There he is. How's that going in those... You can even see? There's no way. You're looking right into that thing.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Yeah, totally.
Something vexing you, Captain?
Yeah, Max. What's your whole take on this Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Well, why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
To be honest, probably a good bet. All right, well, noted. But do you think of... but what do you think of what he was saying?
He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
Okay, so you think we should look into it?
Why not? It is what we do, isn't it?
Yeah. Guess I wasn't really asking that, but whatever. Alright, well, thanks, Max. Parvati's next. Wonder if we can ask Ada about it. Parvati, hi Parvati.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
What are you trying to say? What are your thoughts on Gorgon?
It's a shame about what happened to that lucky fella. Maybe finishing what he started will help put his spirit to rest.
Of course, Parvati's always kind of like that. You've poked around the Unreliable. Ever find any records of Lucky Montoya?
Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies, stem to stern. Oh, law! That sounds untoward, don't it? That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of scribblings behind panels and under consoles, but ain't a lick of it mentioned Mr. Lucky. So whatever they got up to in the past must have been really extra secret. And lots of fun.
Well, let me know if you do find anything.
Sure thing, Captain.
Well, how are you feeling about the job, then?
It sure is lonely out here on the edge of the colony. Anything could happen. And ain't no one gonna come to help us.
Well, I guess that's all about Gorgon.
Alrighty. You change your mind, you just holler. You know, whoever wired this ship up had no idea what they were doing.
Nice. Okay. That it? I think... Is that it? Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're just on about. We'll find Sam and. I guess we'll see if we can ask him anything. He's not doing weird stuff to Ada, is he? Okay, good. Is he in his little bay? not. Oh, Sam. This is not a big ship, Sam. Where are you? Way over here.
Battery levels are fully charged.
I'm decommissioning your service. Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. All cleaning tasks have been completed. Scheduling next round of cleaning to commence in 4 minutes.
Okay, well, we can't ask Sam for anything. Parvati, this should be back already. This is a tripping hazard. Ow. You're fine. Okay. Ada,
Welcome back, Captain.
can I ask you
How can I be of assistance?
about Gorgon? I cannot. Bye.
Goodbye.
But I'm sure you'll talk to me once we go here. To Ambros Manor.
We arrived at Ambros Manor.
I guess she's not. Who should we bring? The Doctor. And Max.
Welcome to Ambros Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Well, we're not known for going where we're told, but we'll see what we can do.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen a more effective argument against blindly following a preordained plan.
Unit is under construction. Thank you for your patience.
Okay, well, we're gonna go, I guess. What are these big pillars? Oh, there's a big door right there. Of course, we run to her.
Playing canned responses? How clumsy of this unit. These things happen. Oh,
Oh, look at that free stuff. Bard. Alright. There's a little data pad right here. Kitchen. Pick up kitchen key card. Yeah, we might as well. Alright, Groundskeeper Journal, Volume 1. Daily routine. Sweep the Tranquility Garden for Miss Olivia. Oil the fish for Mr. Harvey. Repeat. When they hired me on as groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambros family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits, save for the little one. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his keycard in the pond. I suppose I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research. That didn't tell us too much. But
this unit can help itself.
oh, that's that. Heck yeah, more free stuff. Anything back here? Oh, this one fell over. Get the sprats, everybody. Anything good in here? Nah. I mean, not crazy good, but... Alright, well there's not really anywhere to go besides up.
Query. Are you outside?
Wilhelmina Ambros. There are other places to go, it
People will go
seems.
to extraordinary lengths to define themselves, won't they? This is just a facade to hide behind.
At the very least, there ought to be something worth stealing in there.
Yeah. Saltuna Pond discovered. This place is friggin' weird. I guess if they don't have water or fish, this would probably look a little better, I don't know, underwater. But whatever. Oh, this is cool. Little rock garden. This is actually, it's actually pretty awesome. What's this? Dirt. More dirt. Oh, I was gonna maybe take out our trusty dusty investigative gun, but I forgot I put it away. You think I'm gonna follow the trail? You got another thing coming. Okay, nothing too crazy over here. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go back up and to the left. Well, I think we've kind of discovered what we can over on the outside, so that leaves only one thing to do. We might have missed something. You never know. They wouldn't let the groundskeeper inside. But, what's going on here? It looks like nobody's been here for a while. Yet, it also kind of looks like at the same time that they used to host or maybe had lots of people around. I mean, look at this. What's this stuff? Well, it's Rizzo's. But it's, Rizzo's pixelated, I think. Where you can't read what the actual name is. Okay. Continue to take things, that's nice.
Okay, maybe not.
This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Okay, no humans, just mechs. And, Spacer's Choice guy. I picked these two to come with because I feel like they probably bring a little something to this. It's a table. Not... I thought maybe it was like a desk or something. Just a table. Spacer's Choice stuff. Spacer's Choice stuff. And, of course, the kitchen. Woolly curds. Probably very, very expired. What do we have here? Nothing. Can't get in there. Water. Why would you have this here? It's a little torch. Ooh, iceberg aged whiskey. The good stuff, guys. The good stuff. Yuck. And then the middles are the stoves and stuff. Alright, well, I think we're done in the kitchen. Or maybe not.
I'll keep quiet. Secret tunnel. Interesting architectural choice.
We're not gonna take any of that yet because I don't know what that is. Oh, what the heck? I thought we were... I'm so confused. Corporation Service Awards. Alright, let's, What? You know what? We're taking them. Okay, good. Nothing happened. I'm gonna take all this stuff, too. Okay, personal terminal, Dr. Olivia Ambros. Along that wilderness of glass. No swindlings. No swellings tell that winds may be upon some far-off happier sea. No heavings hint that winds have been on seas less hideously serene. EAP main menu. Logs. Oh my gosh, we'll read them later. Alright, we're gonna go down here. We're just gonna go back out here. This one, oh, there's a picture up there. Well, there might be a door back there too, but we don't know that. Okay. We're gonna go upstairs. Oh, little spilt cart. Don't want any of that to go to waste. I collect these things and then it goes to waste because I don't ever use it. Start here. It's a big bathroom. You walk in, it's like a whole room. I wouldn't even like this. I think I've gotten so used to like having a smaller bathroom that it's just don't need anything big. Leaves. Leaves. Why would there be leaves in here? Oh, that's why. Anyways, I mean, it's a nice bathroom. It's just really big. Nothing there. This is the room that we were in before. Nope, we don't want to do that room. Nope, not that room. Okay. Master bedroom. Is there a closet, another bathroom? Oh, it's not. It's a child's room. Dearest Mother and Father, this is a goodbye letter, by the way. I've placed the halls. Let's try it again. 101 reading. I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. Am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps. But that is the risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Byzantium will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of this family. Signed, Minnie. We'll take her weapon parts. Her water. What was she making with all those weapon parts, I wonder? Sort of a cool room, I guess. Kind of weird, I'm assuming it's a small girl. So I'm gonna assume, or I'm gonna say that it's a bit weird that she has that, as the windows. But, who am I to say? People can like whatever they want. Especially children. They can pretty much like anything and it does not matter. Okay, here we go. Hack, activate dinner time protocol. We'll go to the logs first. Pantry list. Pantry stock. Last automated check was error, null, date defined. Saltuna fillet, stock is spoiled, please replenish. Woolly cow steak, stock is spoiled, please replenish. Mock apples, stock is spoiled, please replenish. Borscht and beans, 13 cans remaining. Mock apple shake, 9 bottles remaining. Reasoned activity. User Ambros attempted to log into the system. Final attempt failed. Locking terminal for 5 days. Event ID. The event IDs are just in order. User Ambros attempted to log into the system. 1 try remaining. 2 tries remaining. Maintenance logs omitted. User Ambros activated dinner time protocol. Meal was woolly loaf. User Ambros activated dinner time protocol. Meal was tripicale. And user Ambros activated dinner time protocol. Meal was borschtwurst. Corruption detected in earlier logs, omitting corrupted entries. Activate dinner time protocol. Dinner time protocol activated. Default meal initialized. Woolly loaf is now being prepped. Warning, some or all ingredients are missing. Dish may not be prepared properly or other errors may occur. Spacer's Choice is not responsible for bad taste, bad odor, Food poisoning or erratic behavior of automechanical units. That last part might not be great. Okay, so they don't seem to be bad or nothing. We don't have to go in there this time. We can just go up the stairs. And then we're gonna read all those entries. Ugh. Right in this computer. And then we'll talk to Wilhelmina. Okay, log in. Ambros O. Logs. February 1st, 2324. Oh wow, that's 300 years after to... Well, not long. Yeah, 2324. About last year. Okay, this morning I gave birth to a healthy child. In your... Okay, I guess, you know, you tell people how you want. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy, but after all I've endured to finally meet her, it matters. That she exists at all, against the odds, matters. I will call her Wilhelmina. Oh, she's next door. After my late brother Wilhelm, I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. I hope for many things. Truthfully, that she be smart and shrewd. That she be strong, relentless, undeniable. Most of all, I hope for her a steel spine. That she does not bend when Halcyon would break her. That she should be stronger than I. Return to logs. March 17th, 2324. I must find Minnie a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night, and I simply cannot get a single thing done. The nurse will need to be exceptional, smart, educated, of means. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers that is the Byzantium elite. Then there is the matter of a governess. I can't watch the child constantly, not if I'm to do my work. How soon must I begin looking? Naturally, she'll have to be exceptional as well. And exceptional Byzantians don't exactly grow on trees. I will persuade Harvey to investigate this for me. The man has little else to do. November 22nd, 2329. That's 5 years later. I don't understand how anyone of ambition has time to keep a journal. I certainly don't. Yet, here I am, indulging myself. Minnie's influence, no doubt. Her behavior concerns me. She's clingy, emotional. At 5, she should be starting to show some personality, not crying for her mother when I leave for another stint on Gorgon. This must be the fault of Mary, her governess, as Minnie certainly didn't learn this behavior from me. I'll have to fire the woman. It's clear she's not capable of instilling in Minnie a correct understanding of how to behave. Harvey despairs of ever finding a governess who meets my preposterous standards. He and I went in circles on the issue for hours. But he came around to my thinking eventually. Why shouldn't I want the best for my daughter? Maybe I'll fire him too. Let's see. Oh, wow. June 5, 2337. That's what, 8 years later? I'm at my wit's end with Minnie. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics. But she can barely handle long division. She struggles to remember the simplest equations and formulas, no matter how many times her governess raps her knuckles. By the time I was her age, I'd already made dynamite in my grandfather's laboratory. The only thing Minnie is making explode is my head. Her father asked we? I'm gonna say it says we. I mean me, sorry. So her father asked me why we don't just send her to boarding school, but I abhor the thought of her surrounded by those coddled idiots. More alarming still, she's begun to show an interest in romance serials and painting. She may have a strong grasp of color theory, and she shows some promise with watercolors, but surely that's the result of her education in spectroscopy. Not any innate skill. What value has art, anyway? She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Francis this morning, and I haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it in my desk. We'll have a good laugh over it when she's grown and finally comes to her senses. April 28th, 48. Wow, 10 years. Or, well, 11 years, really. Well, it's about 10 years. 28th, okay. Now, okay. Lucien appeared at the manor this morning. I thought him here for me to finally wring my neck after our latest tiff. But no, it was much worse than that. He'd come to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why. She's taken it upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I have the time, or frankly, the inclination. Under her watch, the staff's productivity has increased 35%, while reducing our costs an astonishing 67%. We've saved tens of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucien off, I expect. Now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refuse over Minnie's vociferous protestations. Wow. Those are big words for me. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a typo. She cried after he left. I only wish that I could tell her why. Hack the deleted logs, please. Only displaying 2. Date, October 14th, 2348. How did I raise such a willful daughter? She's no longer requesting to join the project, but demanding, I'm ready. I can help you. It's what I want. She doesn't know what she's asking. Gorgon is not safe. Compound X is in the air. It's infected the water and the food. It's no longer just the test subjects and the laboratory techs in danger now. Even the general staff are beginning to feel its effects. Even I feel it. I'm tied up in knots. I know what I must do. The only way I can persuade her away. But it'll kill me to do it, Minnie, I'll say. You just don't have what it takes. You're too shallow, too simple and weak. She'll hate me for it, but I'm sure it will destroy her. But it will work. She will be safe. That's all I care about. Wow, okay. January 3rd, 2350. 2 years after this. Okay, Harvey is gone. His body's still alive, but the man I married is dead. He broke into my office and stole the last of my release candidate ampules. Busted the door into splinters in his withdrawal fury. I chartered a shuttle to bring him to the facility for medical care. Even convinced Pyrantha to oversee the transfer. He didn't want to, was worried it wasn't safe, but I begged him. Harvey killed the shuttle crew, Pyrantha too, but the shuttle wouldn't take off without its pilot, and I couldn't stop his raging. So I left the ship on the landing pad for days, watched him tear it to pieces with his bare hands. He lost a lot of blood. I brought him inside once he'd finally passed out and shoved him into a stasis solution tube. My work did this to him. Mine. Me. I did this. I'll tell Lucian. Surely now he'll delay the release. Surely after this. Ambros W is next. The search continues. I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen. This is but one version of her, carefully curated, and not the one I wanted to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where is her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? Wow. Wilhelmina. I'm assuming that's who they call Minnie. I mean, it kind of said in there, but they called her different names, so it was a little bit confusing. I can open both of these doors, might as well. Is that you, Lucky, huh? Apparently not. Join me for a drink, miss, whoever you are. I'd like to play the piano instead. You didn't even turn around. Some stuff on the table. Nothing crazy here. At least we get some of that Adreno. Don't want to do that. It's like I'm threatening her. Iceberg whiskey. Heck yeah, I will. Oh, she didn't look too old. I thought she was going to be old.
So who the devil are you?
Nova, Captain of the Unreliable. I like how they say that. Like, it's like... I don't know. It just feels weird. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm Nova. I guess if your whole thing is that you have a ship, that's fine.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Give a solemn toast. It sounds like the first one. Are you mini Ambros?
That's right. And I take it you're the type who skips formalities, so let's get down to business. Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I don't know about that. I mean, I basically robbed anything that I possibly could. I'm here about a severed arm. Just seeing the sights roaming the colony. You know how it is. No, she probably doesn't. Yeah, that one.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you? This arm came with a portable phonograph that mentioned you by name. Lucky Montoya's arm is stinking up my ship. I'm just here to find out why. We'll do this one, actually.
Really? Huh. Now this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses?
I don't know. It's an ordinary arm. I didn't look that closely. Sounds about right. I guess. I don't remember.
Aha! Mystery solved. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
He's definitely not doing that anymore.
The more lost we feel, the more we put on a show for others.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
What's his arm doing in my ship? Yeah. Any idea who might have wanted him killed?
You suspect foul play? Interesting. If we're being honest, I haven't given it much thought. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Let me guess. You need someone to finish. Yeah, we already knew that. That's their base of intelligence right there. I mean, maybe they didn't know that, but I knew that because, you know, it's a game that we do stuff like that in. You know, go here, do this, come back. Well, what were you two doing? Sure got over the bad news fast. His recording mentioned a high-stakes job. Yeah, we can do that one.
Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
Remember, play hard to get. That's negotiation.
I don't believe you thought this through. Or much else, for that matter.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Gorgeous, we can say that one. How likely am I to wind up like your old freelancer? Give me the details and I'll let you know.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambros, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Yeah, I kind of read about it a little bit. Not, don't know what it's about exactly, but... I'm not surprised. Spacer's Choice is one big accident waiting to happen. Yeah, we could say that one. Spacer's Choice would never allow anything bad to happen on their watch. It's either this one or this one. I'll go with this one.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Well, stick to the basics. What do you need from me? Why would they lie? Sounds like she was the corporation's patsy. What did they say about her? Yeah, there's a good one.
Everything you can imagine and more.
Of course.
Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
Looks like you guys were doing pretty good before that, huh? What did you send Lucky to find?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
So that's what this is. Tell me about your mother. What do you think happened on Gorgon? Well, she doesn't know. That's what we're trying to find out. Where do we get started? Yeah, we'll do this one just to see what she's going to say.
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
And you're just sitting here drinking in your big house? There must be someone who knows what happened on Gorgon. Where's your father in all this? Oh, we know about that, don't we?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
Yeah, he went like insane or whatever, and then she took him inside or whatever, and I don't know if he killed himself or whatever. I guess I forgot already. I've heard enough. What do you want me to do? Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
I guess, I mean, I can see where she's coming from. Never wanted one, but she wanted a child, just she seemed to want a very specific type of child. One that was basically grown up already. And very, very, very intelligent. Yikes, what did she want? A fully grown lab assistant? Sounds familiar, Ellie. Oh, well, you can put Ellie in that position. Her research must have been important. Yeah, we can just kind of gloss over it.
Trust me, we are nothing alike.
Oh, wow, fine.
A kindred spirit. Well, well, charmed. Today is full of surprises. Mother worked herself to the bone. She wanted to make the colony a better place, no matter who or what got sacrificed along the way. She never spared a thought for those of us who cherished her, who suffered for her idea of progress.
Did you two ever get along? According to the messages, I doubt it. I mean, I wouldn't say that they didn't get along. I would say that she was always thinking that Wilhelmina here should be better. And then finally one day she was actually trying to help her out, save her. Well, and then did the thing that she never wanted to hear, Wilhelmina that is, I mean, which was that she was not good enough. And I'm sure she believed it. So Gorgon pulled you apart. Now, did you ever get along? Sounds like you're pretty, well, whatever. Okay, right here.
We got close once. When I was a child, I enjoyed looking over Mother's shoulder, playing backseat chemist while she peered into a microscope. One day, she told me to leave before I broke something. Then I got mad and broke something. Typical night in the Ambros house. Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambros name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
We are practically strangers. Why put your trust in me? You've lost one gunslinger already. What makes you think I'll do any better?
I don't place bets on uncertain odds. Let's say I have a good feeling about you. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Helps you get closer. I'll find the journal. Danger and corporate intrigue. This sounds like my kind of job. Don't worry, if Spacer's Choice is hiding something, I'll get at the bottom of it. I can't make any promises until I've seen Gorgon for myself. First, I have some questions about the job.
I'm not surprised. Between the family drama and the corporate conspiracy, it must feel like you've stepped on a landmine. Speak freely, Captain.
Oh, I do. Alright, what good is your mother's journal to you now?
I suspect it will prove that corporate greed and incompetence were to blame for the calamity at Gorgon, and not Mother. Mother was a brilliant woman. Difficult, cold, unreachable even, but brilliant.
Okay, I mean, that's fine, but wouldn't they just be like, well, she could have written that? What if you're wrong? Could Spacer's Choice have taken the journal? I'll do the first one.
Then my family's disgrace, our curse, will be absolute. This is my last hope of redeeming the Ambros name. I don't like my chances, but I have to try. And I need help. Your help.
If you really wanted it done, you'd go and do it yourself. And then, if I ended up stumbling upon this, then you'd ask for extra help, not just do this for me. Why did you wait before starting the investigation? Oh, there it is. Okay, why do I always do that?
I didn't want to go anywhere near Gorgon. Once I exhausted all my options, the search led me back here. I even had Mother declared legally dead. Would you believe it took 5 years to process the paperwork?
No, I believe it. Does her being legally dead help you somehow?
It isn't as bad as you make it sound, but technically, yes. Mother's body is still on Gorgon. No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance. I killed Mother, just on paper, of course, so I could claim my inheritance. We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune.
Damn. Wish I'd thought of that.
I know, right?
I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambros name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned, and it can so easily be lost.
Are you saying you just want to break into high society?
You know, some people work hard just to break out. Break back into high society, yes.
I thought you were trying to vindicate your mother.
I'm trying to do several things at once. None of them easy. The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future.
What do you stand to gain, then? Well, it sounds like she stands to gain getting back into high society, having her name, or at least her mother's name, back up on top someplace, which wouldn't really do a ton for her. But still, what can you do for Halcyon, your future? Oof. I'll do this one.
My future as the head of the Ambros family business, where I can wield my fortune like a cudgel. This colony is in trouble. The lunatics at Spacer's Choice are running the asylum, and we need better people to wield their influence. After Gorgon, I quickly discovered that the Ambros name was cursed, for lack of a better term. I had no place among the decision makers. No seat at the table.
That's Byzantium for you. Gossip mongering's a bigger sport than tossball.
That is why I'm clearing the record and vindicating the Ambros line. For Mother, for me, and for the generations who will one day inherit Halcyon.
Alright, I mean, I guess she's better than the people that are in charge currently, it seems like. That doesn't mean it's not going to change or that she's lying to us in some way. I mean, we saw the computer, so we're going to assume that it's somewhat true, but who knows at this point if she's changed or whatever. What do you propose? What you propose could put us both in danger.
I'm counting on it.
Oh. How does this investigation get Lucky killed?
You know as much as I do, I'm afraid. Spacer's Choice abandoned Gorgon, but the asteroid is far from unoccupied. Between the marauders, the wildlife, and whatever escaped the labs, danger abounds.
Marauders? I hate marauders. What kinds of wildlife are we talking about? I don't care about marauders. I know about them. They might be a little more strong since it's a DLC, but we'll see. What escaped the labs? Ooh. I'm gonna hope that I can ask this one too.
Toward the end of the project, I heard Mother grumble about some test subjects running amok outside of their enclosure. I wish I could tell you more. Just watch yourself. If you aren't careful, you stand to lose more than an arm. I believe that covers it all. Are you ready to get started?
No.
We mustn't allow the trail to get cold.
Okay, if it helps get you closure, I'll find the journal. Don't worry, Spacer's Choice. I can't make any promises until I've seen Gorgon for myself.
By all means, go and see what you're up against. I'm certain Mother's journal won't go far.
You'd think that, wouldn't you? Journals can have a way of eluding those searching for them.
When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
What can I expect to face? What did you tell Lucky about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
I'm trying to calculate the odds of this gig getting me killed. Just making sure I have what I need.
Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he listened to any of my advice.
That sounds like Lucky, all right. The man loved to show off.
He had an aura of rugged individualism that was quite charming. Not that it helped him in the end. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
She seems to, play on, flattering people. She knows what to say to get you to like what she's saying, I suppose. Calling us gorgeous, or him being a whatever she called him or whatever, but she knew kind of like, oh, you know, I can say that to him and he'll like that. What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders.
Yep, you said that.
They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects. Those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
The more I hear about this asteroid, the worse it sounds.
Perhaps we should cut the Q&A short in that case. I don't want you having second thoughts. There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad. The Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, So if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
I think I've heard of that place. Cheap whiskey, rough crowd. You'll love it.
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Yeah, great. What's the catch? There's always a catch. We can talk about my fee when I'm done. I'll do the second one.
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
She's gonna stop talking to us. Maybe you don't need to hear this from me, but I'm sorry about your mother. Sure.
Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one.
I'm already...
Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
It's not theft if she's giving us permission.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
Don't talk to her like that. You're gonna tell her our secrets. Friggin' Max. And if she's here, right? Why wouldn't you uncover some of the furniture? It says that there's not too many meals left, so she must be just eating the 2 or 3 canned foods that she's got. We'll close up the doors, guys. Don't want a draft in here. Oh, that must be the terraformer. Seems like a small one. Oh, there you can see the area or whatever. So, let's get out of here.
Diagnostic error. Diagnosing.
I wish I could fix this guy. Hey, can we fix you? Cannot. Okay. That was creepy.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Okay, so that's where we just were at. And that is where we are going.
Welcome back, Captain.
Thanks.
How can I be of assistance?
You can't,
See
apparently.
you soon, Captain.
Okay. With that, before we head over to the Sprat Shack, unfortunately, I'm going to end the episode. Whether it's too long or not, I don't know. Wasn't paying attention this time. But I do appreciate one and all for watching, or 0 and all, or anybody. Just whatever. Appreciate it. And please do like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, please do give it a dislike, but please do tell me why you didn't like it in the comments. And with that, I will say bye for now.